What's up, incredible athletes? Thank you very much for clicking this video. Respect to yourself, man. You are a good vibe, so how are you doing today? You see, here we are all about good vibes, love, peace, forgiveness, unity, and honesty as our message to the world right now because we believe it is more needed in these times more than ever. And with your help, wonderful soul, of watching this video till the end, every bit together with me, we can help this message reach the whole world. So kindly, hit the like button as you watch, leave your comments of what you think about all those videos. And that way it shall be incredible. Straight out of Africa with a ton of good vibes. Kindly watch till the end, hit the like button, grab some snacks and sit comfortably. Let's dive in.
Watch this video with me. Did this woodpecker just disprove evolution? Yikes. Let's go ahead and play this.
So he grabs a hold of that tree, fans out his tail feathers, and then bangs his head into the tree. Now you would think that a woodpecker would go home every night and say to Mrs. Woodpecker, "Oh, I got this headache. I was banging my head on a tree all day." But he doesn't. Why? Well, because God made him with special equipment. For instance, between his beak and his skull, there's a piece of cartilage. It acts as a shock absorber. His skull is the thickest bone per body weight of any creature. As a matter of fact, brain surgeons study the brains of woodpeckers, how they're hooked in there and everything, to help them with like trauma people in accidents that they need to put their brains back in there. And so they study woodpeckers. The woodpecker, with his strong skull and his shock absorber and his strong beak and his tail feathers and his feet, he's all ready to go except for one thing. Once he drills his hole, he's got to get that bug out of the tree because that's lunch. All right, well, how's he going to do that? Well, most birds, their tongue goes right to the tip of the beak. A woodpecker's tongue goes as much as 10 inches out of his beak. Now why? Well, because he's going to drill the hole, find the bug tunnel down in the tree, stick his tongue down in the tunnel, and drag the bug out. Now you would have to say, could I stick my tongue down a hole in a tree and drag a bug out? Of course not. Well, how does the woodpecker do that? Well, God made the woodpecker with little barbs on the tip of his tongue. And he will literally stab that bug larva down in there because it doesn't want to come out. But in case that's not enough, he has a little glue factory in his tongue that manufactures exactly, precisely the right glue to stick to the bug, but it doesn't stick to his beak. And so he pulls that bug into his mouth. Now we have a problem, if evolution is true. Let's say over hundreds of thousands of years, this woodpecker got all this equipment, and then he glues his tongue to a bug and he swallows the bug. What just happened to his tongue? He just swallowed his tongue. You know, he dies, he just strangled himself, okay? But he doesn't. Why? Well, because as he brings the bug into his mouth, he has another little factory that manufactures the solvent to dissolve the glue. So he dissolves the glue, loosens up the bug, swallows the bug. God made him that way.
Oh man, good vibes. You see, animals are just interesting.
You could hear it a little bit as it went by, as the two ships went by, you could hear a little bit of a disturbance. With that in mind, watch this. Okay, see how that happened? Boom, right away the first one comes in, it's all broken up digital signal. Here you go. There's the...
How is that stuff able to do that? Oh, look at this, man. This looks like some creator or... oh, what is that? Some tree trunk? Please leave your thoughts, man. And some person here have some... what is this? Some type of transparent colored glass that when they put there and record they see other stuff. What might that object be?
Let's say if the devil comes to you, right? And so I'll give you $100 million, but I want you to turn your back on God. Would you turn your back on God, or will you take that $100 million?
You know, in Hollywood and in the industry and the stuff we do, there's a lot of like insider secrets to keeping your career going.
I'm telling you facts. Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper, you got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than you. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged.
Everything else is crap, I promise you.
I believe that I had to become a famous, idea.
Yeah.
And get all the stuff that people dream about, and accomplish a bunch of things that that look like success.
Everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you.
And it looks great. I mean, it looks great when you got a cool car and you got good, nice clothes, and and you've done.
Oh man, much love to everybody. Peace and love. Proof of life and civilization beyond Atlantic's ice wall. Look at this, man. Oh my god, what's going on there? Are those people or are those buildings something like that? This is really creepy. Do you think there are other cities beyond the ice wall? Is this even real? Or is this some footage from a movie? Please leave your thoughts of what you think about this. Look at this. These are statues that are beyond that place. Who do you think put these statues there in the first place? You see? If no one had ever been there, really what they say. Please leave your comments and thoughts of what you think about this. And thank you very much for watching up to this part. Kindly hit the like button if you haven't. And spread love. These are some creepy stuff, man. All these are beyond the ice wall. Where do you think this stuff came from? Or the people from this side just took those stuff there? How did they even get there? Please leave your thoughts of what you think about this. Or this even is not real, it's something that is on the other side, this side that we are on, and people just are not being honest. This is why we are preaching and saying people should be honest with one another. That way we can even know if these footages are real and when they were taken, and then maybe we can figure out stuff around this. Or what do you think, good people over? There's some really creepy stuff. Maybe there is all that beyond that ice wall. How is that even possible? And like always, science is interesting. And here are some physics experiments. Oh, look at this. Allegedly, you can put your candle inside the egg, and the egg will act like the candle. How is that even possible? Oh my god, no! Look at this. This is crazy. That's some way of getting the egg inside the jar. Oh, and what is going on here? What do you call this now? Reflection or refraction of light, or bending of light to make it? This is interesting. Man. Good vibes, man. That is just science.
Okay, here's another quick tip, something that we get to see every day, at least once a day. A zip runner. Can I have a new zip, please, because it's not closing. Now, a lot of the time, you can fix this kind of thing at home with a few very basic tools, and I'm going to show you quickly how to do it. What we do, if you put the zip itself on something hard, give it a hard background. What we're trying to do is the zip runner itself runs on two plates, top and bottom. They run parallel. After the zip wears a little while, they open up. So instead of the teeth interlocking, one sits on top of the other and they don't close. Our aim today is to tap the back of the zip back into its original position using a pair of pliers. If you can see that on the very back of the zip. So right on the very back either side. We give it a little tap right on the back of the zip runner. Not too hard, because we don't want to break it, even though it's broken. So if it needs replacing, we can. But we always like to try this first. Look at that. 90% of the time, you don't need a new zip. If the teeth are okay, it's either a new runner that's required, or sometimes you get away, especially if you're on the field, horse riding, and you need it working now. Another quick tip, these quick shine for shoes. You know these silicone wipes? If you wipe that on the actual zip itself, absolutely ideal for lubricating a zip without staining any of the surrounding area. You can use that trick on handbags, sofas, cushions, or absolutely anything. Hope that helps some of you.
Oh man, that sounds interesting life hack.
This woman just knocked on the door of a house at 3 in the morning. See the look and the look of this woman knocking at 3 o'clock in the morning asking for help. She said she needed help at her house, but see the look on her face. She tried to interact with the owners of the house, but evidently they didn't talk to her much, so she left. But the way this woman looks is really disturbing and scary. She doesn't even blink. She doesn't blink. She doesn't close her eyes at all. Just look at the way she looks. The owners of the house have never seen this woman before. She is not even their neighbor. They had never seen this woman around their house inside the subdivision. They never saw her, nor did they see her again after this. After this, they never saw this woman again. She never appeared again. She just appeared out of nowhere, knocked on the door, opened the gate when it was locked, and broke it down. Subtitles by the Amara.org community. She broke with what opens this fence. She broke the main door. They never knew how she was able to break it. But this lady entered. This woman entered. This woman entered the house and started asking for help. They never knew what she wanted help for. She was just asking for help. And it is something really shocking. Here the question is, do you think this woman is a witch? Do you think she is a witch? Or what do you think this woman is? Because it's really scary. It's creepy the way she looks. I would love to read each and every one of your theories in the comments.
Oh, you went for it. Nice. There you go.
Whew, that shark might be in some serious trouble. That weird looking noodle it just bit into is known as a hagfish. But a lot of people also refer to them as slime eels, and I'll tell you why. When an animal bites into a hagfish, they're gonna get a mouthful of slime. Just like when an animal bites into an electric eel, it's their defense mechanism, and this slime is extremely sticky. The creature will start choking on the slime, and they can't get it out. That's why most creatures don't mess with hagfish. And as always, follow for more facts.
Oh, that's interesting. I've even never heard of it, man.
This is it. This is it, boys. Big day today.
Well, today's the day we find out what's in the box. And I have to say, it wasn't easy getting here. We spent the last several days jackhammering rocks in the cave trying to clear out a path. It was hard work, and it took a lot longer than we thought. But we got the job done.
Got it. You got it. Yeah. Nice.
After 2 years worth of work, we're finally going to see what's in these caverns. All signs are pointing to Montezuma's gold. That could mean billions, fellas.
When Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez first met with the Aztec king Montezuma in 1519, he described seeing entire rooms full of gold, jewels, and jade idols. Cortez then spent a year raising an army and came back to take the city. But when he did, the gold was gone and has never been found since. Historians and treasure hunters believe it may have been taken to Utah and buried for safekeeping. Based on Cortez's descriptions, it is estimated that the gold alone may be worth over $3 billion in present day.
Hey, Chad. Here's a couple sample bags for you. Just do what you can. Samples aren't worth your life. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see what I can get.
Here you go.
I'll stick them in right in here.
Perfect.
Chadro, I got your back on this deal, so if I tell you to stop if you get lost.
Yeah. And I still got the tether. It's crazy. We still have the same signals.
Yep, same signals, same thing. Charlie and I'll be over here.
Okay. I think that's it. Pressure's good. All right, bags here. Charlie, you good?
We're good. Whenever you get to the box, Chad, tug on Charlie. Then he's got to give you a tight rope to come back.
That's right. Did you hear that, Charlie?
I got it. You can't have a loose tether, Charlie.
Got it. Everything look good?
Looks good.
There it goes.
This cavern's holding on to a secret, and it's holding on tight.
But look, if that rock is gold ore, it could be worth millions. Make this whole deal worthwhile in an instant. Okay, Chad.
You should have a straightaway right in front of you, son.
Keep coming.
Okay, Chad, you're headed straight.
Straight in front of you, about 5 yards. Keep coming. Keep coming.
You got a little bit of a right turn here, Chad. Watch that wall.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, Chadro, you're at the box.
You're at the box. Get your samples. Do not tie those rocks to you.
We'll drag them out.
Okay, Chad, we're coming out.
Coming out.
Tighten your tether, Charlie. Follow him out. Slowly, slowly. All right, here you are.
You're in the opening, son. Come on up.
There he is. There he is. Let's get this stuff out of here. Let's go, boys.
Yep.
Here we go. Here we go. Let him catch his feet, Charlie. Don't pull on him too much. Hell yeah. Here we go.
So I was really nervous going back in the cave because I thought when we pulled it apart, the box would be all broken up. It'd be scattered. But luckily, just one log ripped and the rest was intact. So we're still in business.
Did you get some samples? Woo! You got it?
Got it.
All right.
Both bags? Yeah. Good deal. I hope it just stays on the road now, huh?
Look out. I'm going back to some bitch up.
Watch the rope now. Don't get tangled up in it.
Hopefully they come out. They're coming up.
There we go.
There they are.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's incredible. Good
It's a
vibes.
super cool fungus that has jelly teeth. This is cat's tongue fungus, also known as toothed jelly fungus. It's a type of jelly fungus. You can tell because it's jelly and jiggly.
When a jellyfish stings you, it lodges microscopic barbs into your skin. Their tentacles are armed with thousands of them, and they're each filled with venom. Now, even if you just lightly brush against them, the stingers will immediately embed into your skin and release their painful toxins. The sting can cause an immediate sharp pain and may turn swollen and itchy as the venom spreads.
A UFO landed at a school in broad daylight in Rua, Zimbabwe, Africa, and interacted telepathically with nearly 100 school children, and they got within arm's length of these beings. You've got all these children saying what they saw on camera after it happened.
Well, not only that, they had the same message.
Yes.
The telepathic message was that technology is a real problem.
Yes.
And there's things that people are doing with technology that are going to ruin the earth.
Yes.
And they were trying to relay this to children, which is very strange.
Yes.
Maybe they just thought they were adults because they were the same size as the aliens.
Another landing case that happened in Australia in 1966 at a school, and this time there were roughly 300 witnesses that saw a disc land right outside a playground in Australia. Why do these things land at schools? If I were going to do that, it seems like a pretty benign environment. I'm just saying maybe
it's safe.
Yeah, maybe it's safe.
Maybe.
Huh. Tartaria. This is probably some map of old Tartaria. Allegedly, this is how it looked like. And the people that drew this or took these pictures, where do you think they came up with this idea from? You see, for humans to come up with the idea, they must have seen something. So, do you think these are real photos or are photos that were people who drew them, or maybe, what do you call them, influenced by what they saw? Please, leave your thoughts on this, man. What is that stuff there? Oh man, this must have been some beautiful place. Oh, look at those stuff there. Hmm.
The McDonald's Corporation just had an ad come out a few months ago that they're looking into research and development in a technology that will afford them the ability to pump their commercials into your brain while you're sleeping. You think that they figured this out or some other company figured it out first? You think if they're going to have this available to them next year, you think that there weren't agencies that have been wielding this for a decade or so?
Where can I read about this?
It's immediately available on the internet. Imagine if they can do that next year, who's been doing it for the last decade or so? Now when we look around the world and we see everybody acting the way that they are acting, let's consider that these intrusive thoughts have already been present. These are the weapons of war contemporarily. It's very unfortunate. It used to be that war was a bit more noble when we selected people, we put them in uniforms, we sent them over there to the battlefield and we said, fight for us. Now, unfortunately, they've circumnavigated the battlefield. Nobody's dressed in uniforms anymore, and the front line is every neighborhood that we're in. It's just that now the average mortgage payer is in the line of fire.
This was the 20. Put the 30 now.
No, that's the 30.
Watch. Dinos.
Спорт — это наше все. Это скорость.
Hug.
Wow. Apparently, if you see an orca whale, you left-brained. If you see an alien, you are right-brained. What do you see in the BANANAS? Okay, so that's definitely Bob Marley right there. Now, this kind of look like a giraffe over there. I see a giraffe or a puppy with a really long neck. I'm gonna go with giraffe because a puppy with a really long neck doesn't sound quite right. I feel like it's Bob Marley standing next to a giraffe or like near a giraffe. Cause obviously a giraffe will be taller. But that's not one of the choices. So we have to discover another place for my brain to activate because y'all keep seeing stuff that I don't see. I don't understand where y'all getting this from.
Most people think a camel's hump is full of water. This was so they could hydrate across the desert, right? Well, that's actually not true. You see, camels can drink up to 40 gallons of water, but that water is actually stored in their bloodstream. So if that's the case, then what is inside their humps? Well, it turns out it's actually a massive collection of fat. This fat serves as a powerhouse of energy, fueling camels across the harsh desert.
Oh, good people are back. What is going on? What creatures are those? Can you see them in those caves? Oh, man. What? Are these Bushmen or scary real footage found of some strange tribe there in the forest? What type of people or creatures do you think these are? Huh? Hey, they're extremely hairy. Oh my god. Look at how they are walking. Is this even normal? Oh man, these are some stuff that are hard to believe. are these people? What do you call them? Hey, it's like they can even see at night, and at night their eyes are glowing. Oh, that's some scary stuff. Extraterrestrial beetle creature. Top secret footage. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is some insect with a full complete skeleton. What type of insect is this? Oh my god. It's like there is other crazy stuff out there. Or this is just a normal insect.
What happened to me?
What happened to you?
Bye.
Did you have fun?
No.
No?
But I just got dirty.
You just got a little dirty?
Well, there's mud in my hair.
You got mud in your hair? Yeah, you do.
Leave them tools alone. Put them back.
What's that stuff there moving on water? Oh my god. That is scary, man. Is that a fish or some person or some alien? Mermaid? Oh, what is that? Oh my god. There's scary stuff all over, man. How? What do you even call that, good people of Earth? Hey. Look at its movement. How it looks like some creature from the water to the land, and it's having some difficulty walking on land. Oh man, what is that thing? Please, if you seem to understand what it might be even from a distance there, leave some comment. Tell us what you think about it, man. You see? Look at how it is moving, man. Looks like it has a tail, it has a head. This is some crazy stuff. Please, good people of Earth, hit the like button, leave some comment, hit the super thanks button, grab some merchandise if you can, and be some good vibes guy from wherever you are, you see? Look at this artifact. What is this, man? What type of stone is this? Or machine or equipment? It looks like it is a alien, man. This is some creepy stuff. How do you make this stuff? It's like it is opposing in nature or gravity. What is it doing? This is unbelievable, man. New people of Earth, thanks to all those people that have been leaving some comments there, you see? Much love and respect to yourself. And if you have never done so, please take your time there. Write something, even if it's just your name or the name of where you come from. And that way it shall be so nice, you see? Good vibes, man. Much love to everybody. This artifact looks really creepy. I wonder why it's rotating like that. Or maybe there is something below the... What other stuff is this now? Is this a smartphone of the future or what is this? This is crazy. Oh my god. And in other places, some strange UFO encounter was caught on camera. Oh man. Look at that stuff there. And it's like it's being recorded by another plane up. Oh. What is going on, good people over? This is some scary stuff.
Are you shown the future at any time?
Oh, you're gonna ask that one.
You can say no, or we can skip over it, or I can just not include it. But
I'll share it, and then you decide. I don't want to scare anybody. That's my whole thing,
Okay.
and I do talk about it. So I'm at a dinner party with friends who had just moved to Vancouver. I found it hard to breathe. I felt a lot of pressure in my chest. I thought, well, maybe I suddenly got sick. I didn't know what to think, to be honest with you. It got to be so bad that I ended up going to their washroom and I stood in front of the mirror and I said, Heather, if you do not get help or say you need help, you're going to die. There was a feeling that came over me about that, and it was a foreboding feeling. And so I left the bathroom and I said, I need an ambulance. The music got turned down and they all looked at me and they said, what? I said, I need an ambulance. I need an ambulance right now. Right now. And my fiance at the time said, no, I'll take her to the hospital. Do you really want to go to the hospital? I said, I need an ambulance. I said, don't take me to the hospital. You don't know this area. So anyways, I don't know what, I got picked up and stuffed into the car. We're on a black highway. I have no idea where he's trying to take me. That feeling just grew and grew and grew within me that I was going to die. It came to a point in time where I surrendered to it. And then all of a sudden, this darkness came very slowly from the back, like this, came over me, slower and slower and slower. And it was a black like you'd never seen. It was pitch black. But this darkness came until it was just a small, tiny little hole. That's all I could see out of until that was gone. Now I'm in pitch blackness. Call it the abyss or the void, because I don't know what to call it. But it was so comfortable there, even though it was pitch black, pitch black. There was no top, bottom, sides, like it was just this incredible, vast space. It was very much like if you're ever at a lake and you're the only one there and you're just floating. I didn't hear anything. There was no sounds, just that sensation of floating, of being completely supported and very, very comfortable. There was no fear. I had absolutely zero fear. There was no stress. I was more or less intrigued, to be honest with you. I was intrigued about what is this? What is this place? I was so curious as to how dark this really was that I had taken my hand and put it in front of my face to see if I could see my hand, and I could not. So that's how dark it was. Now, way off in the distance, I saw this tiny spark of light. It's the only thing you could see in the whole entire vastness. The only thing that I could see, and it got bigger and bigger, and it seemed like it was coming towards me. And I just watched with a sense of curiosity. There was really nothing else I could do. It wasn't like I could move and run or anything. I was suspended. As it's coming closer and closer, and I realized, oh, hey, wait a minute. It looks like a tunnel. Looks like a cone even, swirling with different tones of gray and sparks of a brighter light. And so I'm watching this, and now it's closer and closer, and I'm watching it, it's coming above me. But now I'm ascending upwards. I have no control over that whatsoever, but now I'm suddenly in it. And now I'm starting to get nervous because I don't know what that is, I have absolutely no idea. I put my arms and legs out because I thought, well, if I could touch the sides, maybe I could stop myself from going up because I was trying to control the situation. I did not want to be out of control with this, but it expanded on me. I definitely started to freak out a bit because that really meant I had absolutely zero control. I had absolutely zero understanding on what was happening, and I didn't know what this was. But as I'm going up and up and up and up, and I could see, because you're kind of going up and over. It's actually an up and over feeling. And I could see at the top of the tunnel, I guess we could call it, this extreme bright light, extreme. And then all of a sudden I was there. And so I'm like this. Still don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. when I was a child, and I had asked my father, well, what happens when we die, Dad? And he said, nothing. We live, we die, that's it. You're in the ground. That's all. And so I took that as a little kid at absolute face value. And so, that's why I didn't know about any of this. If I had read books or anything, I didn't know. One time when I was invited to my cousin's Sunday school, the teacher asked me if I believed in God, and I said no, and she was absolutely horrified.
Wow.
So anyways, I get into this bright light, and I'm stunned with the brightness of it. So it was like a blue-white light. And within that white light are also silvers, and there's a lot of depth to that white light. It's not just a color. Then there were people. And the best way I can explain the people coming out of the light were if you've ever been to a football game and those really large lights that they all have up there, you take every single one of those lights and you put them ground level stacked on top of each other. And then people coming out of that. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on, There was a massive group of people. Could have been 100 or more. Big group of people. I'm like this. And I'm rude. Hey, I'm really rude. And I'm telling them to back the F away from me. Get the F away from me. I don't know who you are. Get away. Keep away from me. Oh, wait a minute. There's Nanny, my great-grandmother. Oh, there's my great-grandfather. There's my Aunt Alice and my Uncle Dick. And I'm noticing these people that I knew that passed. And I didn't understand that. I absolutely did not understand that. And I said, I just, had said to myself, I don't know what's going on. Where am I? I'm sorry. But that's how it was. I was actually quite rude. And my great-grandmother stepped towards me. And this always makes me tear up. She said, Heather, you have died. And I was like, no, that can't be. Sorry. She was the one who told me. Because I didn't know. That stage was when I started to recognize the light, that incredible light. And it was loving, yes, beyond what we could imagine.
Yo, good people of Earth, thank you very much for watching up to this part, man. Lots of love and respect to yourself. Hit the like button and always leave your comment. Stick around for some episode that will be coming soon. Goodbye, man. Peace and love.